Well, here we are. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to you. Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Nick, for being there on the other side of the glass today. Nick just got the stick is running, right, or whatever it has to do. Yes, okay, good. Want to make sure. I didn't know if I needed to do a backup or anything because we have a very exciting guest. Well, we have today is First Monday with Jennifer. For what, another 3-4 weeks? First Monday with Jennifer? Months, right. First.
I think through July.
Through July, okay. And then we go back to First Tuesday with Jennifer. Okay, but right now we're delighted to have Jennifer with us. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
How are you?
Okay.
Good, okay.
Before anything else, in December, we were talking to somebody at Macy's, and she wanted me to say hello to her, so she knows who she is, and I just want to say shalom y'all to her. Because I've been promising at that, and I kept forgetting, so I got it out of the way. So I hope she was listening.
Hopefully she's listening. Shalom y'all. All right. Neighbor of ours, by any chance? No. Okay. All right. And with Jennifer, along with Jennifer today, we have a very exciting, internationally known, wonderful person recommended by many, many people to us here on the front porch. As a matter of fact, I have to thank Dr. Turi, who is from... Right now, he lives in Arizona, and we'll be talking to him in Arizona. He was recommended by many of our listeners and by many, many people all over the country who said, you have to get Dr. Turi to come in and talk to everyone about what is going on. He was recognized in Who's Who in America as an accomplished leading hypnotherapist, astropsychologist, an incredible motivational lecturer, speaker. He has made many predictions about things that have been going on in the world. He's been in many magazines, and he lectures on numerous topics. But, well, I'm going to let him tell you all about it when he gets here. He also, a rare Kabbalistic healing therapy that he's involved in. A lot of different topics, and I know that once we start, we're going to just really enjoy the full hour. Actually, we're going to have it from 10:30. We'll take hopefully a short news break from at 11 o'clock, and Dr. Turi will continue until 11:30. At 11:30, we will be talking to Denise McCourt, and she's responsible for the American Petroleum Institute Industry Relations Function, something happening here in Atlantic City today. And we will be talking to her for a few minutes, and we'll be talking to all of you as you call in on 927-1100. By the way, Dr. Turi is compared to Nostradamus. Actually, he was very much influenced by Nostradamus' methods of divine astrology and spent a lot of years reviving Nostradamus' rare method of seeing things. So he was born in France as well as Nostradamus. So that is really something that well, we're going to see for this at the same time, you and I, what this is all about. I want to introduce to everyone, we've talked a lot about Nostradamus here, and for hundreds of years, serious scholars and prophets and others who study the earth cycles have directed their had directed their attention to the year 2000. Now people are directing their attention to 2012, and we're all wondering what that is going to be about, what it will mean for mankind, humankind. I don't want to just leave any of us out there. And not only humankind, but the world itself, America, and we're seeing so many changes, and change is good. And maybe the reappearance of Atlantis and some other things. But the most famous of those prognosticators that we followed up to that point in time was Michel de Nostradam, known widely by the Latin form of his name, Nostradamus, and he lived from 1503 until 1566. He was a French doctor famed for his successful treatment of plague victims, a clairvoyant, and an accomplished astrologer. There are many people today, and I'm going to introduce him right now, who are saying that, like the prophet Nostradamus, Dr. Turi, who was born and raised in Provence, France, was influenced by Nostradamus' methods, and many people are saying maybe he has just tuned in to this power of Nostradamus. Good morning, Dr. Turi.
Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Jennifer. And I want to thank you, of course, for inviting me on your beautiful show.
Well, thank you very much. And by the way, for everyone listening this morning to Dr. Turi, you will also have an opportunity on Coast to Coast this evening on this station, News Talk 1400 WOND in Atlantic City, and of course beyond, because we go well beyond. We're everywhere you are right now. And you'll hear Dr. Turi at that time. So you'll hear him now and then again, and hopefully we'll have you back again soon. But we'll start right now, Dr. Turi. What's happening with you this morning?
Well, it is 7:30 my time, and I went to bed at 3:30, like always, working really hard, trying to serve my worldwide clientele through my Cosmic Code newsletter. I heard you earlier mentioning Nostradamus. I want to make sure that even though that people call me the reincarnation of the great prophets, I've got nothing to do with Nostradamus apart from that I was born under the same stars in the south of France and spent 35 years rekindling his rare methodology called the divine astrology. So just to clarify this, meantime, it's all about energy, and who knows, maybe there is something, but I don't prophet that. Okay, and secondly, it's also very important for your audience to understand that in order to translate Nostradamus' quatrain, one has to either understand the old French language, which doesn't resemble at all the current French. Secondly, Nostradamus didn't use computers. Didn't use the calendar that we have nowadays, and his methodology is totally, completely different than what astrology became nowadays. And what I'm doing, and that is something that I have to profess, I use that. And that's what gives me the opportunity to inaugurately make all the predictions that I have claimed that are well documented in my books on Coast to Coast, and I want to thank you for mentioning I'm going to be there tonight again. They've been inviting me again there. So that being said, he uses the dragon, which I wrote over a 550-page book about it. And the dragon is coming from the constellation of Draco, and this information from the dragon itself is much more valuable and more important than anything you can find nowadays in traditional astrology. And that's what I use. And of course, I teach this methodology. My next course will be in Sedona. I teach this divine astrology methodology that anyone, including yourself, can do as good as I do, or any other of my students for that matter. And lastly, you have the same dragon, Barbara, than the great prophet Nostradamus.
I do.
Yes, you were born with the head and the tail of the dragon in Pisces. Understand that Pisces is a water sign, and this is why Nostradamus was looking into a bowl of water. Incidentally, Madame Blavatsky and another healer, oh gosh, I can't remember his name, also had the same dragon. What's the name of that healer that he was able to heal people from distance?
In Virginia Beach, Virginia?
No. He must be passed on by now. I can't remember his name. But he was able to focus and look like Nostradamus used to do. He used to be able to see people, problems, and he was doing astral projection. But anyway, maybe his name come back in a minute. But what I'm trying to say is having the same dragon, you have yourself this affinity from the dragon, from the cosmic code, to be intuitive, to be sensitive. And of course, with your moon in Scorpio, you have a problem with stupidity, and you can be very direct sometimes, very sharp, if not sarcastic.
my moon is not in Scorpio. My moon is in Sagittarius.
Remember, I don't practice astrology.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the same software. I have designed a different software that put the stars where they belong, as Nostradamus would have read them.
Now